I wanted to take a moment and talk about connecting with nature. So, this is something that is time sensitive. The most important thing that we can give as a gift is our time, and what we receive back is time. There are going to be places where you can find that have the feeling that you want to spend some time there. And that feeling is almost like an invitation. When I enter spaces like this, a tradition of my family is to announce your presence by humming. Humming is a vibration of energy that will speak of your emotion and will speak of who you are. So this is one of my favorite spaces. It's a little tucked away glen along a river that has the trees growing over it into this sweet little space. No matter what is going on with the weather, it always looks like it's sprinkling here. So I like to come here and connect with all four elements, touching the water, having awareness of everything that water is connecting to that, is connecting to that element, that energy, the spirits of water. Seeing the movement of everything going around us, the growth of nature, how the water is flowing forward is that passion, that energy, and energy is the fire. I love focusing on how all of these things connect on my hand. The breeze that is surrounding me, the sound of the birds, the sound of the water moving, really looking at nature. The growth of these roots, of these majestic trees, the spiral of the bark over there that is part of the cycle of life, and the earth. So it might sound weird, but I like touching the soil immediately after it has rained. And last night we had some torrential downpours. So if I come here, I look at the roots, the water that came from the sky connecting to the river, the moss. I think about magic and circles. And so I move my hands in that circle motion, connecting how all things cycle and how we're connected to everything. I'm aware of the roots, but there are probably snakes beneath me. I look at these roots that are reaching down into the water of the river, everything. And then there's some roots that are above the soil, where moss is collecting and growing. Wherever there is moss, we have a healthy environment. So in these moments of coming to an awareness of all of these things in this one space, whether we are aware of it or not, we are connecting to a nature spirit. Generally, the one that's given most focus, and for me right now, it's this tree. You can see the moss growing up, the way the clouds are, the way everything here is beautiful. There's a peace here, a stillness, a calm, but with that, an energy, the energy of life that is growing and flowing here. And I am part of this. I can welcome this energy that I am feeling right now, that I am connecting with, that is gathering inside of me, and realize that there's a part of that energy exchange that is also staying here the shared moment between myself and nature. Yet when I go home, this energy connection is something that I can tap into when I'm in meditation or when I am weaving a spell or in ritual. I can close my eyes and come back to this moment. Remember the feeling of the wind, the feeling of the soil beneath me, the feeling of the water that had been on my hand. I can remember the way it smells, the way it sounds. And I can use that in my connection to ritual magic. This is something that works into the vivid focus, and it allows us to connect to the nature spirits of our area, the space and place energies that we are interacting with every day. Each witch's connection to nature spirits, is going to be very personal, and it's important that if you want to have that connection, it takes work, it takes time, it takes effort. So when we come to places like this, we need to make sure that we not only have trust in our hearts and our intuition, that we have discernment of understanding that there is also science in this, understanding that as I myself am a living being, so is everything here that is present. This discernment is going to help us from getting lost in the fantasy ideas, the Hollywood, shall we say, of what witchcraft is, and allow us to tap in to the reality of energy of life, why it is that we call ourselves a witch. Coming to places like this helps us to examine that question, examine the connection, the whys, the reasons that we have the practice that we do. What is the root reason of our ceremonies, our rituals? What is the magic we weave? What is the generational extent of that woven magic? How does it affect our life today? How will it affect our life in the future? The times in my life where I have done things that were missteps, times of growth, and how that growth has carried me to today. To recognize we each grow every year with some form of wisdom, and how that wisdom can be passed down to our descendants, our friends, or simply in these moments of sharing them with nature. Witchcraft will always be what you weave of it. You are simply connecting your witchcraft to your life, and your life to a nature that is always there and always around us. All of these things affect our magic, and all of these things are carried in you when you come to places like this and connect with nature spirits. They will see you if you allow yourselves to be seen, and if you allow it, you will see them.